Alright, this is Letcreate from yesterday. Here with Extra Mario Brothers, which is a ROM hack made by ATA, who is a Japanese person, a ROM hacker person who is best known for this, but also known for ROM hacks such as Mario vs. Airman. And I forgot what else, but they're known for quite a bit of stuff. Unfortunately, they've been inactive since 2013. However, regardless, this ROM hack right here, made in 2005, is still considered to be one of the best, if not the best, Super Mario ROM hack ever made. So what's the deal? Well, before I explain how this game works, I would like to say that we're gonna start the run with 2 wall clips, and we're gonna be collecting each power-up out of order, each upgrade. I'm sorry, because the actual intended order for this all right. And are we ready to start right now? Yeah. But all right. So I'll do the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry for the late start. Oof. Emulator's lagging already, that's not good. So we're gonna collect this power up right at the very start to do a wall clip over here, which allows us to trigger a switch early, so we don't have to look through the entire stage once. Well, that is if I can get the wall clip, and it's not been nice today, it seems. Ah crap, I entered the wrong. Well, we're just gonna have to look through the stage once anyway. I mean, I could restart, but that's cheating. We're gonna save just in here, just in case. What the hell is this lag? Oh well, whatever. That's okay. We don't need to. We don't need these blocks. If I'm going super slow right now, I'm sorry. I had not prepared for this. I expected to get the wall clip first, right? So yeah. What the hell is this lag? I might have to close chat if lag continues. I'm gonna collect this fire flower in the meantime. So, all right. Oh wait. All right. I looked through the wrong section of the level. So all right. Now we did the wall clip. Here's hoping I don't mess this one up, because when I was practicing just a few minutes ago, I messed it up. All right. So we're good to go. And now we're gonna be setting up the second clip. Actually, let me close chat right here real quick, because it's lagging my emulator severely right now. Alright. And nope, not the first try, not the second try either. Alright, this is gonna take a while to do. My apologies, everyone, but yeah. I don't want to have to take it. All right, we pulled off the wall clip, so I'm sorry that usually doesn't take that long. And yeah, the reason we needed to do this wall clip, gonna save you for safety strats. The reason we needed to do we needed to do that second wall click is to arrive here with the block switch activated, which you normally can't have. You normally can't arrive at this part of this stage with the blocks on without a specific power up, which as it's really slow to do it that way. So instead we're just going this way and collected the ultra far power up. And there are a couple of power-ups in this game. First is the technical file, an entirely optional power-up, which in fact we will collect at the near the end of the run. Then there's the super fire, and then you're supposed to collect the ultra fire. You're supposed to have the super fire first, but because we just bypassed that, we just have the ultra fire first. And now we're gonna be heading to collect the space jump power up, which allows you to do a double jump, just like in a Wannabe the guy. Neat. So yeah, we have the ultra fire. However, there is an alternate method using yet another wall click glitch. And it's actually faster than the intended way, so we're gonna do it that way. I think I might have, I screwed up the wall clip. I'm gonna have to take a death. So yeah, that was pretty bad right off the bat. And now we're gonna try again. So some of you might be wondering in the meantime, how does a Mario Metroidvania work if you cannot scroll to the left? Because yes, I do have to mention you still cannot scroll to the left. Well, each area in this game operates on what I myself like to call horizontal lanes. We love the power, doesn't matter, there's one right here, but it operates on what I like to call horizontal lanes. And basically, whenever you reach the end of a lane, whatever, we don't need the power up to do this specific clip, so it's okay anyway. But yeah, what was I about to say? Yes, the horizontal lanes thing. See, we didn't need the power up. Basically, whenever you reach the limit, like the end of whatever horizontal lane you're on, and it will take you to a warp pipe that will lead you all the way back to the leftmost screen, the leftmost room belonging to the area you're in that respective lane. And so that's how Mario is able to backtrack to areas. Neat. I actually didn't take damage. Normally when I try to do that, I take the damage, but it looks like we didn't this time. So we are now making our way to collect the space jump power up, which again, as I have been saying, is basically the double jump power up of the game, and it is a requirement for I think 2 of the keys, because I forgot to mention, to reach the final area you need to collect at least 5 keys. However, going to the final area without all the 8 keys brings you to a fake version of the area with a fake boss fight, a fake ending, and once you complete it, it's basically the same as if you just game over. So that's why it's not considered for any percent. So instead, we're just gonna be collecting all the keys, starting with that has never happened to me before actually. Doesn't matter. We're gonna that's not where the power up was. Or whatever. We're just going near a small Mario. It's up here, and this is the. Well, technically you can collect this key without the super jump power up, but it requires like scorching a Goomba with a shell, and it takes a really long time to do it, to the point where it's still faster to collect the super jump in the way. So now we're going back to area 4 to collect the 2 keys in the area. There is one that is in a dungeon, and there's one that's just scattered around the place, just like that key we just collected in area 2. So yeah, first we're going to the dungeon. Also, you can kill these spike Goombas from below, so that's neat. We're collecting these fireflower real quick, and this is usually the intended entrance point for one of the keys, and to collect the super jump. But again, we just bypassed that, and now we're on our way to the dungeon. The overworld physics in Area 4 are actually extremely slippery, so you do not want to take any chances. Alright, we bonked, that's fine. And going to the save point for safety purposes. And now just watch. Oh no! That has in fact happened to me before, so I'm not gonna complain. So yeah. Alright, time to try again as Small Mario, doesn't matter. I mean, those last 2 jumps are actually easier with Small Mario simply because of your hitbox. And now we just collected the dungeon key in this area. Oh yeah, also I have to mention this game borrows a lot of music from Super Metroid. And now we are making our way to the second key of this area. There isn't actually a whole lot to say other than we will be taking a small detour for a warp zone, which is basically where you go from area to area, like how we okay, that just happened. And yeah, we're gonna take a small detour because when you enter an area from okay, alright, I'm gonna need some quick silence before I continue explaining things because I'm screwing up a lot. Spaghetti everywhere. Alright, nice. We got the fast spikes ball. Sorry, the fast spike balls. And now we're going to collect this fire flower. And we're going to go to this warp zone real quick, because whenever you enter an area from a specific warp zone, it sets your checkpoint to the warp zone where you enter it from. And so we can, and after this we're going to go to area 3, and going from area 4 to area 3 requires going through this area 0 thing, which is basically the gateway between area 4 and 3. Duh. And it also serves one other purpose that I will discuss depending on whether I'm able to make the run fast enough to showcase the thing I want to showcase after this run. So yeah, we just got done collecting the key, both keys in area 4, and now we're heading straight to area 3 from area 0, that is. So You might see this lava pit later again, not in this run, but you may see it again if I'm able to cut the time close enough. And now we're heading to area 3 to collect the scatter key and to collect the super fire power up, which is a requirement for like 2 of the keys once again. I mean, you can use the ultra fire to clear the spikes, but it's way cooler to use and also be faster to do the wall plate. But it's faster if you get it first, right? Alright. Please don't screw this up. Alright. Yeah, that is trickier than it looks, believe me. It actually doesn't matter if you collect the key first or if you collect the power up first. I just generally collect the key first, just to get it out of the way, you know. And now we're collecting this Martian over here, stomping the Koopa, touching the fireballs, going to the leftmost screen of this horizontal lane, and now we are at the power up, the super fire. Basically what the super fire does is it allows you to break blocks with your fireballs, and like I said, it's a requirement for like 2 of the keys, which I'll show you why in a bit later once we get there, which will be in a bit. But first we gotta get through the bunch of screens in this area. And right, this next screen is pretty tricky. I'm hoping I can get it without... crap. Well, that just happened. That happens sometimes. It's a real bummer when it does. Fortunately, there's a power up block right here by the pipe. And there's this one over here. And so now we're going to be heading back to area 2 from a different point, that is, and we're going to be collecting the remaining key in area 2 and the remaining key in area 3. And yeah, the area 3 dungeon key is actually probably one of the toughest parts of the game, and easily the toughest key in the entire run. And it's also where we will be collecting the screw attack power up, because yes, there's that power. And basically what it does, if you played Super Metroid and ever gotten a chance to try that power, then you can guess what it does. But for those who don't, it basically allows Mario to gain a brief amount of time of invincibility, and just like in Super Metroid. I mean, that much boost is intentional, by the way, so that we can get through these, fire bars pretty fast. And yeah, now the game is saying for the area 5, well, now that we have 5 keys, however, we are not going to go to area 5 yet, because there's still 3 more keys to go. Okay, so now we're going to go over here once again, but instead of going to the ward going up, we're going to go all the way to the right and enter area 3 from the only entry point that allows you to get through the area 3 dungeon. Well, technically it's possible to enter the area 3 dungeon from from up, but it requires a free perfect some pixel perfect wall clip, which I just cannot do, and it's just not feasible. Maybe if a better Super Mario Bros. Runner picks up this game, they can do it better than me. But yeah, right now I can't. So now we gotta go through this platform. We're gonna activate this block to make the Area 3 dungeon slightly easier. And welcome to the toughest part of the run. So first we're gonna be getting the screw attack power up, and then we're gonna go collect the key. And then we will return to Area 1 where the 2 remaining keys lie. So now we're going all the way right here. To collect the key, you go down that pipe I just jumped from. But this is any percent all upgrades. We cannot skip any upgrades. But yeah, screw attack is technically an optional power up. However, collecting the screw attack power up makes things significantly easier, especially around the final area. I just got hit by the fire flames, the photos I think they're called. That's okay. We're just going to collect this one over here. Yeah, this game has a lot of power-up slots, blocks, sorry, just scattered all around the places. So now we're going down this pipe. And now going to... This is the part that is easier if you activated the blocks prior to entering the area. Okay. Alright. We're not taking this save point because even for safety threat it's super slow. However, we will be taking this power up over here. And I'm gonna need a brief moment of silence because this part is the toughest part of the entire run. Oof. Alright, we made it, boys. Also, one thing to note, if you're in any room where there's a lava pit, the timer speeds up for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe it's just to be cool. And now we're going to be going all the way back to Area 1, which unfortunately requires going all the way back to Area 2. Like from Area 3 to Area 2, and then from Area 2 to Area 1. We can also use lose all of our lives on purpose, but nah, that's not cool. That's not fun to watch, you know? So we're just doing it this way. This wall clip saves a lot of time over having to go to the platform, because the platform is super slow. Taking the save point for safety. And going through these familiar places once again. Alright. You can shoot through the wall technically, but you know, we need to take the safe point in case we die. And now we're about to go to Area 2 again in about 30 seconds, I would say. All right. Also, there's a bug with this space jump where if you use your double jump, land on a platform, the jump on the exact same frame you land on the ground, and it doesn't give your double jump back, which is quite annoying. Gonna collect this one up just in case. That's actually one of the only one-ups that you don't go out of your way to collect without losing time. And now we're back in the starting area. Well, from a different entry point, that is. And that entry point just so happens to be the best entry point for the two keys that we are about to collect. So first we're going to go off with the dungeon. It's actually pretty easy in comparison to the others. So yeah. Oh. Well, thank God we saved beforehand. So we're going to let this part fall. Alright. And now the second to last key of the run done. And all we have to do now is collect the very last key, which is probably actually the easiest key to collect in the entire game and the run. And then we're going to go straight into the final area, which is a significant challenge. Some parts are made a bit easier with this screw attack, but it's still pretty challenging. So yeah, you'll be seeing some pretty cool stuff in a bit when I get there. Well, I didn't shoot my fireballs on time. I missed the mushroom. Alright, there are actually 2 hidden blocks for 3, counting this one with a 1-up. No! Alright, well that just happened. See, this is why you cannot afford to skip any of the save points in the run. Okay, well, okay, whatever. That one was my fault for getting greedy and not waiting. Alright, well, that has been pretty sloppy so far, but alright, so we're gonna actually wait now, and hopefully not gonna miss the mushroom this time. Thank you very much. And there we go. Every single key in the game collected. Now all we have to do is head to the final area, where it can make it or totally break it. Also, the final boss fight is kind of RNG how long it takes. You'll see when I get there once again. But in the meantime, enjoy your healthy dose of Goombas falling down to their death because the block is not activated. Oh yeah, also we're gonna be collecting the technical fire, which conveniently is located along the way. Gonna grab the save point, and Oh, you're gonna see a pretty cool speed boost in a bit. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to collect this power for safety. I don't wanna die. Not when I'm about to reach the end game of the game. Redundancy for the win. Oh, okay, that was a sick cuckoo dodge. And okay, this is the speed boost I'm talking about. But first, this cone right here. Sorry, this power up. I messed it up. Well, anyway, what I just did there was, if you hit a speed boost, while Mario's running to the right, and you're not holding any of the direction keys, it just duplicates Mario's speed, allowing you to go real fast. And that's the only place in the run where it is actually used. Oh, okay. So yeah, in this part, there's a platform going up and down constantly. And we did not get any of the wall flips, but whatever. And here are some Metroids for good measure. Alright, and this next part, if I can divide, thanks. This next part can be pretty difficult if you do not have the screw attack. However, because we do have the screw attack, it's just a matter of just killing the bullet bills that go in your way with your invincibility boost. Checkpoint right here, and now we're in this pretty long auto scroller area. We're just gonna, kill all the Koopas in a way, and also activating the coin because why not? Sorry, the power up block. And right next, you are going to see a wall clip if I can pull it off. First try! Nice! And it allows you to skip these 3 laser parts right here. I mean, basically allows you to skip like the first third part of the lasers until you're forced to go all the way back down. I lost my power up. This is gonna mess up the laser cycles for later, and also it's gonna make the final boss fight a bit slower, even if it doesn't look like it. And we are at the end. The final boss fight, Mario versus Bowser. So the only way to damage him is with the fireballs. Not even the screw attack can do any damage to him. Oh, I got it in a good spot, and now it's just a matter of... Oh, I lost it immediately. Well, we're just gonna have to wait for another power jump. Sorry, fire flower. I'm just gonna sit here in the corner in the meantime to be safe. Alright, got it in a good spot again. And there we go, Bowser is dead. The princess is now safe. Or is she? Nope, because there's still a final phase we have to go through. And well, actually, this is where the boss fight would end if we were going for the fake ending, which does not count as actually being in the game for a variety of reasons I'll explain later. And so this is the actual final boss, Giga Bowser, and how long it takes can be pretty RNG, because he can become vulnerable after either his first or his second attack, or at most his third attack. Alright, he became vulnerable after the second, the most common pattern, so that's fine. And he can do an attack like either on his second charge, his third charge, or actually I think a few, like a minute ago, he did it on like his fourth charge, but it's mostly on either his second or his third. So these bots takes I think 8 hits if I remember correctly, or was it 9? I don't know. Come here, Bowser. Also stay in the middle. This spot is like pretty much a safe spot. All you have to do is stand here and duck and you'll be safe. So it's actually pretty easy. Alright, this is the reverse burst charge, where he approaches the screen from one side but then comes out the other. And yeah, you already seen all the possible attacks by now, so there's not much to see other than by each time you hit him, Bowser's speed increases. Okay, so this is the last hit, and time will be once the screen stops flashing. So, and time.
¿Cuál es tu nombre de usuario? ¿Tu nombre de usuario?
Letcreate123.
Ya,
And that has been it for Extreme Brothers. However, what was my time? I think my internet is having issues. Hold on. Oh god. So I don't know what was my time. I haven't been keeping track of the time. Oh, I disconnected. Hold on. This is gonna take a while. All right. So, all right. What was my time, and is there enough time to showcase the thing I wanted to showcase? Oh.
¿Cuál es el nombre de usuario? ¿Cuál es el nombre?
Fangame Marathon.
Yeah.
Fangame Marathon.
So, sorry. I estimate like between 5 to 10 minutes. I'm probably not gonna be able to showcase all of it, but yeah. So once you beat the game, you hit continue. Alright, once you beat the game, you get this invincibility bonus, and remember that lava pit from earlier in Area 0? Well, let me load this save state. You can actually walk over it. And that's the entrance point for the special area. And that's the second purpose this area serves. And we're going to enter it, and we're going to lose our invincibility. And yeah, this first part is pretty free with the double jump, which I made sure to collect on my way. I'm just gonna do like one attempt, and that's probably gonna be it. Now gotta get the technical fire right here, because you don't conserve your powers when you continue from a beating game. I haven't done much practice of this. I was able to beat it like yesterday. Alright, and this part, well, so we gotta collect the super part first. Yep. Next part's pretty difficult, but the one after it is extremely hard. And well, we just lost all our mushroom. So this area is pretty nasty if you do not have the super far one. So this is gonna be fun. Nuts. Gonna wait for these Koopas to get out of the way. If I actually beat this without the fire flower, because I have never beaten without the fire flower before, but if I actually manage to beat it with without the fire flower, I will drink water live on stream or something. Hold on. I think there's nope, there's no power up. I have incubated. I'm gonna wait for these Koopas to walk over here. I'm sorry if this is super slow, but it's really the only viable way. Okay, I think there's one more Koopa. No, I died. Well, do we have time for? Did I seriously just get disconnected from the voice chat again? Hold on. Well, you can Google a video of the special area if you want. Just know that the parts after the one I just died on they are actually pretty tough. So yeah, that has been Extra Mario Brothers 80% all upgrades, and I hope you enjoyed. Shoutouts to ATA for making these excellent ROM hack. Happily for making a task of this game, which is where I borrowed most of my techniques from. And shoutouts to the entire Fangame community for making this possible. Thank you very much. It has been very fun, and see you tomorrow.